Are you dreaming of traveling to Vietnam in 2025 but think it's out of your budget? Well, I'm here to tell you, Vietnam can be so much cheaper than you think. Whether you're planning to explore the streets of Hanoi, chill at the beautiful beaches of Phu Quoc, or discover the hidden gems of Ninh Binh, you don't need to spend a fortune. In this video, I'm going to show you how to travel Vietnam on a budget, without compromising on experiences. From finding cheap flights to eating like a local and traveling like a pro, I'll share insider tips and secrets that will help you save money and still have the adventure of a lifetime. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be ready to book your flight without the stress of breaking your wallet. So, grab a pen and paper, because we're about to make your dream Vietnam trip not only possible but affordable. First, let's talk about how to get to Vietnam for less. Flying can be one of the biggest expenses of any trip, but it doesn't have to break the bank. Vietnam has great budget airlines, but finding a cheap flight is all about timing and flexibility. If you're flexible with your travel dates, you can get round-trip tickets for as low as $300 to $400. Yes, you heard that right. The best time to book is 2 to 3 months in advance, especially during the off-peak months of March, May, and September-November. These are the sweet spots where flight prices drop, and you get to avoid the massive tourist crowds. But here's the secret: you need to use flight comparison sites like Skyscanner, Google Flights, and Momondo. These tools will help you track the best fares and even alert you when prices drop. If you're feeling a little adventurous, consider flying into Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi and booking a budget airline like Vietjet Air or Bamboo Airways for domestic flights. The difference in price is huge, and you'll still be traveling comfortably. And here's one of my pro tips: when you're checking flights, use a VPN. A VPN can make a massive difference in the price you're shown based on your location. So, whether you're booking from the US or Europe, a quick switch of your IP can sometimes save you hundreds of dollars. Trust me, this trick works more than you'd think. Now, let's talk about where you'll be staying. Vietnam is an absolute haven for budget travelers when it comes to accommodations. Forget about expensive hotels, hostels, homestays, and budget hotels are the way to go. Hostels in major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City can cost as little as $5 to $10 per night, and they're packed with travelers, so you'll meet fellow adventurers. But don't just think dorms. Many hostels offer private rooms that won't cost you more than a basic hotel, sometimes $10 to $15 a night. But what if you want a little more privacy? You can opt for a guest house or homestay, which will usually cost around $10 to $20 per night. These places not only give you a more authentic experience, but also let you get closer to the local culture. Staying in places outside the major tourist areas will always save you money, and the bonus? You'll discover hidden gems that aren't in the guidebooks. Here's a hot tip: use sites like Booking.com, Agoda, and Hostelworld to compare prices and find deals. Also, try to book in advance to lock in the best rates. Okay, now for the best part: our food. If you've heard about Vietnam, you know it's famous for its street food. And the good news is, you don't need to splurge to enjoy it. In fact, street food is the best way to eat in Vietnam, and it's so affordable you won't believe it. Let's start with pho, the iconic noodle soup, which you can get for as little as $2 at any street stall. If you're in Hanoi, you'll want to try the pho bo, beef pho, and in Ho Chi Minh City, go for the pho gie, chicken pho. Then there's the banh mi, a Vietnamese sandwich stuffed with everything from grilled pork to pickled vegetables, $1-$1.50. These little gems are perfect for breakfast or lunch, and you can find them on almost every street corner. But the best thing? The locals eat at these places every day, which means you're getting authentic flavors at the best prices. If you're in the mood for something more substantial, try Cam Tam, the famous broken rice dish with grilled pork, just around $2.50. And don't forget to wash it all down with some fresh sugarcane juice or Vietnamese iced coffee for just $1 to $2. Trust me, you'll never go hungry in Vietnam, and your taste buds will thank you for it. So, skip the fancy restaurants and head to the street food stalls. They're where the magic happens. Alright, now that we've got food and accommodation covered, let's talk about how to get around without spending a fortune. Vietnam has a wide range of transportation options, but some are much cheaper than others. If you're sticking to major cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, local buses are an absolute bargain, with fares starting as low as 30 cents per ride. They're super affordable, and you can travel all over the city for just a few dollars a day. But if you're in a hurry or want a little more comfort, you can use the Grab app, which is the Southeast Asian equivalent of Uber. Grab is super cheap and reliable, and the best part is that you can split fares with friends to save even more. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous and want to explore Vietnam's stunning countryside, then renting a motorbike is the way to go. You can rent one for as low as $5 to $7 per day. It's the best way to explore places like Ninh Binh, Hoi An, and Phong Nha, and it's a cheap and fun way to see the country. But always wear a helmet and check your bike before heading out. Finally, if you're traveling long distances, Vietnam's train system and sleeper buses are incredibly affordable and reliable. A sleeper bus from Hanoi to Hue can cost as little as $15 to $20, and trains are a great way to see the countryside. You can travel across the country for just a fraction of what a flight would cost. Now, before we wrap up, here are a few extra tricks to help you save even more money in Vietnam. Use a prepaid SIM card. Local SIM cards are super cheap, and you can get one with data for about $5 to $10. This will help you avoid expensive roaming charges. Bargain at markets. Don't be afraid to haggle at markets. A good rule of thumb is to start by offering half the price and then meet somewhere in the middle. Avoid tour groups. Many of Vietnam's most beautiful attractions can be visited on your own for free or at a much lower cost. Skip the expensive tour groups and go explore by yourself. Use cash. While most places accept credit cards, some markets and smaller shops charge extra fees for card payments, so use cash wherever possible. Finally, for the ultimate budget hack, consider volunteer programs or work exchanges. Websites like Workaway or Worldpackers let you stay in Vietnam for free in exchange for a few hours of work each day. It's a great way to stretch your budget and dive deeper into the culture. And that's a wrap on how to travel Vietnam on a budget in 2025. Whether it's finding cheap flights, eating like a local, or discovering hidden gems for pennies, Vietnam is a place where your dollar goes a long way. So, if you're ready to explore one of the most affordable and amazing destinations in Southeast Asia, Vietnam is calling your name. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future travel hacks here on Adventure Vault. Have any questions or want to share your own budget tips for Vietnam? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, safe travels and enjoy Vietnam on a budget.
Like and subscribe to Adventure Vault. Don't forget to hit the bell icon.